various times since the mid-60s, they've been called the beautiful people, or abbreviated just the BPs, the Cat Pack, the Visible People, the Jet Set, and a lot of other names, both adoring and contemptuous. They range in age and style from the old money, like the Vanderbilts or the Whitneys, to the newer mercantile families, like the Avises or the Bloomingdales, all the way to the trendy young people, like Marisa Berenson or Liza Minnelli. They're the highly visible, highly mobile vanguard of fashion and style, the stars of the society pages. At several recent New York parties, I asked some of those who qualify for this golden circle for their own definitions of themselves.
I mean, I know a lot of beautiful people that are real poor. You know, it really has nothing to do. Money, of course, helps, and a lot of people call beautiful people many ones that they are very rich. But for me, they are so poor. When they are rich, they are just rich.
But I think beauty is really an attitude, and I think everybody can be beautiful. And you can be extremely beautiful with a lot of makeup and a lot of jewelry and be very phony. But you can be very beautiful and be just yourself.
Well, I think the whole beautiful person stuff is a lot of BS. I think these people are made, manipulated, programmed, and computed, if you wish, into this role. They get captured in it, and all they do is like this, and they say, and they come out with words that they really don't think about. To be a beautiful person can be anybody, any place, any country, because of what's here, not, you know, the breasts or the cut of the clothes or anything like that.
If they meant it superficially, I think I would take it derogatorily. If they meant it because they knew me, I'd take it as a compliment.
What if they said it to you in say, the woman's wear daily sense of the word?
I like it.
Don't get rid of those people.
They probably ain't glamorous, but I'm not sure that most of those people are glamorous at all. I think the most glamorous people are many people who don't appear in any of those publications. No, and we know who they are.
How do you select the people that go into your newspaper?
They have to do a lot.
Like what?
Carry on a lot. Go to bed with people. Yeah. See, she's got big whatever they are. The biggest of whatever they have.
The biggest of whatever
Andy's
they have?
talking about that. I mean, he defined a beautiful person as a woman with a big chest or a man with a good chest. What do you think it is?
What do I think a beautiful person is?
Yeah.
I really think it started with, in a way, I hate to give it credit, but Women's Wear Daily really turned the society ladies like a Bay Paley, a Pat Buckley, a lady who was probably a very, social, wealthy, a leisure class. Suddenly she became a superstar. She was as important as Marilyn Monroe. She was as important as Elizabeth Taylor. And we glorified these people in the media, and suddenly, they were beautiful people.
What's beautiful now, Andy?
What's beautiful now?
You're beautiful.
Oh, you're beautiful.
I know.
Geraldo's beautiful.
He is beautiful.
Well, there was a French political scientist called Rossi who recalled the following situation. Two Frenchmen sitting in a sidewalk cafe, and one turned to the other and said, "Do you like Jews?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, do you like Catholics?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, do you like Protestants?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, do you like Germans?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, who do you like?" He said, "I like my friends."
Bette Midler symbolizes a different kind of beautiful person. Loose, hip, she never makes it on the society pages, but she does set trends and styles.
I remember the first year that this award was given. I was invited to the party. It was held in a leather bar.
Jagger is about the only personality from the rock world who exists at all levels of the BP world. Having him at a party now is a guarantee of substantial social standing. But he's an exception. Usually those who make it on the social pages are older and have an easy kind of affluence, a casual mobility, and are often celebrities just because of their style of life. There was a party recently that addressed itself to exactly this class of people. The opening of a new multi-million-dollar resort in Manzanillo, Mexico, called Las Hadas, was perhaps the party of the year for the beautiful. It was all arranged by Baron Arnaud de Ronay, the grandson-in-law of the owner of the resort, Señor Patiño, a multimillionaire whose fortune stems from the tin mines of Bolivia. Flying in from Paris, Los Angeles, Houston, and from here in New York, all at the expense of the owners, was a bevy of international social celebrities that included, and this is only a partial guest list, 1 king, a queen, the Begum Aga Khan, 3 princes, 4 princesses, 5 counts, an earl, 2 dukes, 2 duchesses, 1 viscount, 1 viscountess, 1 marquis, 1 marquesa, 7 barons, 2 lords, 2 ladies, 6 movie stars, 5 famous doctors, and assorted multimillionaires. It was quite a party, as you'll see after this. Arno, the Baron de Rene, calls Las Hadas here in Manzanillo, Mexico, the most luxurious resort any place in the world. Now, I don't know if that's quite true for the simple reason that I've never been to all of the world's luxury spas, but it is lovely here. And everything is extremely well tailored, including the guest list. This crowd is certainly one of the most lavish and expensive I've ever seen assembled anywhere. George, I think it's fair to say that you, more than any other star, movie star person, has been associated with the beautiful people in that world, whatever the world is. You know, how do you view yourself in perspective to that? What does beautiful people mean to you?
Well, you know, it's a strange word. It's like jet set. I mean, nobody ever really wants to own up to it. You know, you can't find anybody. When you try to find somebody who says they are, you know, it's something you don't, I guess it's sort of an unspoken group. Maybe it goes back to years ago when people, you know, had that 400 or whatever it may be. They wanted to have something that was apart, and I guess they sort of came up with a group of people that were amusing. But, you know, it's a weird thing. The plane coming down yesterday, it was like a jet set Noah's Ark. They had one of everything. And I felt like I was, you know, I was chosen like an actor. We get the actor. But I've known all these people all my life, and it's a close-knit kind of group of people who feed their own needs, each other's needs.
Well, let me ask you, in a period when the world is in crises with an energy shortage, with inflation and rising costs and rising unemployment, do you think that this might be a little tacky?
No, but you know, the funny thing about it is that people want escape.
And you think that people at home now can escape through these people?
Through places like this, they want that. When I started in that, my image was all wrong. I mean, I was at a time when people didn't want that image, and I was going around driving Rolls and doing all this. People didn't want to see that. Now, all of a sudden, I find that the younger kids that I never even knew are coming into to wanting escape, and they do really outrageous things, you know.
That's what streaking is all about, probably.
Yeah, I think the most outrageous thing was the guy that streaked the other day with his clothes on through the nudist colony. I mean, that's my kind of idea of streaking. I think that's dynamite.
What about, you know, you're happily married now, but you went through a period with the president's daughter. Did that really establish, do you think, the kind of, you know, your level within the world of the...
I think, no, I don't think so. I mean, all these people I knew way before that, and I think that was an experience which was both good and bad, perhaps. My life is really fantastic now. I've got a wife that I love very much and a child due in September.
On the airplane. George and I also talked about the man who seemed the most popular on our airplane, world-famous plastic surgeon, Dr. P. Tanguy. He'd done so much work on one woman at the gala that George told me that the cleft in her chin was once her navel.
That was once her navel.
Well, I find it really fascinating. So I love to watch the people, and especially something like this. Everyone is so conscious of themselves and the way they look, and if everybody's looking at them, and if they're being photographed as much as somebody else is being photographed. And I don't know, I find it's fun because I can't say that it doesn't impress me in a way. I mean, I was a little girl, I grew up in Texas, and being around all these people, it is fascinating.
Of all the places you've stayed, do you like this the best?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I really feel myself. I've got everything I need here.
What do you need?
I stretch out my hand and get it.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, great.
Well, isn't it that way in Paris also?
No, some things are very difficult to find.
What do you do there in Paris?
Well, I used to take courses of dramatic art, and I stopped, and now I'm...
What are you?
I have fun, let's say.
You're a professional fun person.
Yeah, woo!
Well, do you think of yourself as a necessity or as a luxury to the women?
I think of myself as a luxury. They think I'm a necessity.
How much do you think
the women have spent on their dresses?
Well, I know they've spent an awful lot. I would venture saying one has probably spent about $5,000.
$5,000? And do you think she'll ever wear it again?
Chances are she may not.
I think that most of these people which were there during this weekend are people which have been doing their life, some of them as well as they could. And I think some of them did quite well.
I think beautiful is one that doesn't quite fit the description. Although I saw them described in a magazine as burps, which is a variation on. This was in fact just on the plane coming down. It was beautiful and rich people, which I think is perhaps more appropriate.
You see it as some kind of social statement, or is it just people having fun and enjoying the fact that there are a lot of prominent people all together in one place?
I think so, yes. It's awful to bite the hand that feeds one, and it's lovely to be invited into such a beautiful place. But I suppose basically the idea behind it is a commercial one, to attract as many people to come back again. And I'm sure it'll probably happen.
Each of us has ups and downs. And we suffer and we're happy. And we decide to do something, we do it. It doesn't work, we'll try it again. We're all human beings. We're basically constituted in the same way. I think all of us are the same.
I think that there are two things. That there's the image, of course, that you must stand for. But to get to this image, you must do a lot, and it's a lot of work, a lot of things you must give, and a lot of things that you must know how to take.
You know, I won the Backgammon Championship in Stars last year.
You did?
Yeah.
Players must have been bad.
Kenneth Jay Lane is a world-famous designer of jewelry. He's a beautiful person by anybody's definition. He goes to all the big parties. He was at Las Hadas and just about every other party I've read on the society pages this year. How did that one rate, Kenny?
That was the freest party.
Yes, it really was a freeload. I feel guilty about saying anything nasty about it because it was a freebie.
There was a wonderful thing in women's wear once. It was a year of a lot of junkets. And this one was for the opening of a new hotel in California given by the Jules Stein. So it was also a very good cause because it was a benefit for Jules Stein's eye hospital. And, you know, I mean, he's a man who gives an enormous amount of money away. And all these people were lined up out at Kennedy Airport, and there was this picture in women's wear, and it says, "No wonder the beautiful people are so beautiful they never pay for anything."
I've heard reports that that party cost the Patiños anywhere from $400,000 to $800,000.
I don't think it costs more than a big publicity opening of any commercial venture like that. I mean, this was not a self-indulgent party. This was the publicity opening of an expensive hotel to attract the world to come there and spend money. I mean, it also employs a lot of Mexicans from the villages near there. You know, it really was a commercial venture.
Well, it's not self-indulgent on the part of the owners, but it certainly is on the part of the participants. Don't you agree?
Oh, definitely. Thank God.
What about the white-on-white ball? I mean, there's stories of people spending extravagant amounts on their dresses, $5,000, without the jewelry or the trimmings.
Is that bad?
I don't know if it's bad. Just tell me about the ball.
You know, I think there'll always be parties, and there are, whether it's a bar mitzvah or a Greek wedding or an Italian wedding, whatever it happens to be, there'll always be parties, and people will always spend a lot of money for the dress, whether it's the mother of the bride or going to a ball. I don't think it was really a ball. It was the last night, and they cleverly made it sort of in costume because otherwise it would have been like the other evenings.
And do you think it had any kind of magic? There's the film of it. Who are some of the people here?
Carmen.
From Rio, she is.
From Rio.
Sergio Mendes. That's Simone Levitt. Oh, isn't that the king of Bulgaria?
Yeah, he flashed by. That was Sylvie.
Robert Stack. Sergio Mendes music. Well, thanks for coming with us. I don't know if we made any point about the beautiful people. I was going to have a scathing commentary, actually, about the irrelevance and the apparent pointlessness of the lives of the beautiful people, but I really decided why bother
because if I had a ton of money and nothing really to do, I'd probably be a beautiful person also. To me, I think it's a victimless exercise in decadence. And thanks for coming.